2/6/24. We got a couple activities for the day. Today is the last day that my gym will be open before closing for Chinese New Year.
明天到17号，能不能给我留个钥匙？是吗？确定吗？对啊，很多同学在。我可以一个人在呢。我开玩笑，谢谢。
But today's the last day that I have the gym, so we're gonna make it count. We're gonna get grunty, and we're gonna get sweaty. Also, speaking of sweat and grunt, got a new headband. Trying out the headband look. I feel like there's a point in every man's life when he tries out the headband look. By the way, Nanoshan again, day 2 in a row, Nanoshan. This is just such a good tea. This was the first tea mountain in Yunnan that I ever went to. And I wrote a blog about it at the time in 2017 or 18. Love this place. We're definitely going back there. That's for sure. And if you're wondering why I'm a little bit more chipper today, it's because I had waited to have 3 or 4 cups of this before turning the camera on. Yesterday I walked out here, hadn't even had any tea in me, flipped the thing on, I was all crabby and grouchy. Right? Gotta juice me up a little bit. Another reason I'm in a good mood is that I was really happy with how yesterday's vlog came out. It was my first vlog that didn't suck. By the way, I keep mixing up the word blog and vlog. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about, the video that we're fucking filming right now. Yeah, yesterday's was the first that didn't suck, and I put that in the title of the vlog. I was like, first not shitty vlog. You know? It was the right balance. It's getting closer to the right balance of pace, B-roll overlay. It was filmed in 4K, right? That footage came out nice. It was aesthetic at times. Anyway, we're moving along. It hurts me a little bit because it has the whole channel. Well, it doesn't hurt me. This is intentional. But there's 0 subscribers. All the videos are getting 0 views as per design. This is what we're intending to do. Because I wanted, like I said, do 7 days in a row at least to prove to myself and to the world that I'm in this shit. That we're doing this shit. So it hurt a little bit to upload this vlog that I liked, and knowing that I'm not promoting it, no one's gonna watch it. It's gonna get 0 views, and you know, but maybe people will trickle back to it later. I'm gonna post clips from it later, that's for sure. So it's not for nothing. Grunting, sweating. I would like to work on my research plan. Check that out. Oh, and if we have time after the gym, I want to bring wood chips to the tea garden. Why am I hauling wood chips to the tea garden? We're gonna make compost over there soon, but we can't get the materials we need because it's Chinese New Year, so we're not gonna make compost for 2 weeks, but I wanna put the wood chips there now because I wanna lay them out on a tarp and let them associate with the environment over there.
Basically, the idea is pretty simple. Like, these wood chips that I just purchased, they smell like that really fresh pine smell. Like almost like a new car or something, like really fresh. And that fresh pine, kind of really pungent, almost lemony smell, those are created by what's called terpenoids. And terpenoids are antibacterial or antimicrobial. We don't want antimicrobial compounds in the compost, where the idea is to give food to microbial activity in microbial communities. So basically, if you just lay out the wood chips, and I kind of mix it in with some stuff that's been laying out here for a while. Yeah, if you lay it out and, you know, maybe toss a little of the forest floor on there, inoculate it with some local microbes, then they'll kind of, you know, I'm making compost in like 2 weeks from now, but within these 2 weeks, it'll kind of give it some time for the microbes to start breaking down that like pine smell and those antimicrobial compounds that are in the wood, so that it'll be most delicious and most friendly to the microbes that we're trying to cultivate by making compost.
There's a couple customer emails I've gotten that I need to respond to, right? I am, when you start your own business, I source the tea, I write the copy, build the website, I am the customer service, yada, 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 goes on. My mom is the shipping. She does a great job with the shipping. She's the shipping and the grammar department. She works on shipping out the orders and fixing the grammar of my copy. Both hugely important tasks. And my dad's the lawyer. And kind of the project manager, He just keeps an eyeball on things, moves it along. And business strategist. Hugely important. And psychologist. Even though my mom is the PhD psychologist, my dad is the one that helps me with the headspace problems associated with starting a business while you're still in school in China, which can be quite taxing on the old psyche. All right, that is it. Right now it is 12:33, so I got 10 more minutes to enjoy my tea before hustling over to the cafeteria and then hustling over to the gym, where I will then hustle in the gym, then hustle out of the gym and hustle over the tea field and hustle up and put those wood chips on the ground, and then probably hustle on over to the desk of mine and respond to some emails and work on my research plan. Hustle up.
Utter deletion of that lunch. I went with suan cai yu. That's like the sour and hot fish. Look at this cute little pagoda, by the way. One of my favorite cute little pagodas. Very cute. Duck, obviously. Rice, veggies. That's the pre-workout. Very last gym pump I'm gonna get for the next 10 days. Which saddens me, but we're gonna have to get creative outdoors, which will be fun.
Watch me! Watch me! I got it!
Dear God, that was an absolutely vicious pump. Final pump of the year. Had to make it count. I love working out in the afternoon because nobody's there. All the machines are empty. You get everything yourself. And you have all that energy, right? If it was up to me in a perfect world, I would wake up, drink tea, and go lift. That would be my morning routine. The problem is, I need to use that morning energy to do work and use my brain to read and write and make progress in my research. It's 4 p.m. right now and I haven't done basically anything today to progress my research endeavors. We're gonna grab the wood chips. Oh, also in the gym I saw my homegirl, who owns this really incredibly cute little boutique clothing store downstairs of the gym. And I ran into her and I felt kind of bad because she hit me up. She and her friend Teresa hit me up yesterday telling me to come have a glass of wine with them. And I was so busy editing the video that I just literally didn't even respond. And so I saw her down below the gym today and I waved. And then so on the way out, a little serendipity for you, on the way out, I was not loving the headband thing because it's just too tight and it's leaving marks all over my face and head and forehead, and it's just tight and there's plastic on it and stuff and whatever. Didn't love it. And walked downstairs into her shop because I wanted to buy a little something, support her business. Kind of make an informal apology for blowing her off yesterday. And I asked what she had new in stock, and she had a whole new little rack of headbands in there. So, copped one. And way better than that shitty one that I was rocking before.
你觉得哪一种比较适合我？
适合你啊？这个可以啊。
这个，
对，这个颜色跟你的发色很适合啊。
你说这个颜色，
对，
这个发色，
跟你的头发的颜色。
我也觉得。And she's like this one. She said the brown in it matches my hair, which I think she's totally right about. I like this little green and red thing going on over here. So this is the new headband, thanks to Homegirl. I love supporting local business. Doesn't matter where I am, what country I'm in. I love those little shops where you can tell, you know, they got one employee and it's the owner. And yeah, so pretty stoked on that. Now let's go dump some wood chips on the forest floor. That's what we're doing next. Tucker, come here. Come here. You know what this is? You know what these are? 茶。
茶叶。
怎么可能是茶叶？是木头。木头。Yes。我把它做成肥料。
啊，用猪肥料。
扎克，你怎么长得这么帅？
啊。没有。我全是拼多多买的。哎，老板。
那是老板。
你干好，真很帅，是不是？
不是，你也帅。
没有。
太帅了，哇！
不错了。
对，做肥料。师傅，你干什么？做堆肥。Alright, by the way, these are what the flowers look like of Camellia sinensis, the tea plant. You can see this little base sucking on that nectar. You know, they're cute, but nothing like the flowers on Camellia japonica that we checked out yesterday. You know, they're just small little white petals, occasionally pink or red, but usually white. But yeah, pretty modest little flower. Unlike those massive, impeccably geometrically perfect flowers in Camellia japonica. That's okay, don't be jealous. You have better leaves. You have way better leaves, don't be jealous. It's literally me and one cafeteria worker in here right now. Everyone has gone home for Chinese New Year's, which is so great. So nice. Peaceful, quiet. Nobody looking at me. Nobody pointing at me. No kids running up and saying, "Oh, why?" It's nice. Very nice. All right, we got 2 birds. It's a 2-bird plate tonight. Duck, chicken, classic. Double serving of cabbage, rice for the gains. All right, that was sheer annihilation. Sheer annihilation. Destroyed those birds. And now I need to take a couple laps to move that bird through my body. This I got from Homegirl today. It's a bit small. Should have tried it on before I bought it, but we're gonna make it work. Regardless of the small size, I am still a champion. Or at least something that very roughly resembles a champion.